to extend my heartful gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. CMA Chidambara Ganapaya, for sharing his invaluable expertise and insights with us. Now I request CMA Geeta Madhavan ma'am, a former chairman of Bengaluru chapter, to felicitate Chidambara Ganapaya sir.
Mr. Gold Bone, Mr. Memory Phone, my telephone drone, my forebeat on the levy, sampling it heavy. FM radio phone, Mr. Luke go along, record comes on, beat goes. Telephone drone, my vocal tone. Are you ready? Stir and crazy, breaking the levee, sampling it heavy. FM radio phone on the loop go long, record comes on, beat peaks long. Are you ready? Moving all crazy, break the levee, sampling it heavy.
Council member. Now I call upon CMA Manoharan Triji chapter to felicitate sir. Tyagarajan from Salem chapter. Okay. Padmanabhan sir, please come.
Speakers have been talking about AI will not take our job. it will not take our job provided we do the unskilling, reskilling, etc. And for that we need to be motivated to continuously keep learning and improving. So motivation is one of the key areas in today's world where we are looking at AI, dependency on AI, etc. So I would like to congratulate the organizers to have this session included, the inspirational session, which will definitely serve as a catalyst for personal and professional growth by motivating individuals to think beyond their limitations. Now, why AI? Along with AI, why do we need to be inspired or motivated? It only encourages a positive mindset, it boosts our confidence, and it creates a supportive environment. For this, we have along with us Sridhar Ranganathan sir, the co-founder of Jokes Apart, co-founder of Helixon, and director of Pristine Concepts, IIT Madras Research Park, Chennai. I would like to call upon Sridhar Ranganathan sir on the stage, and I would also like to call upon CMA H. Padmanabhan sir, our former vice president and former chairman of SIRC, to accompany sir on the dais, please. Sridhar Ranganathan and CMA H. Padmanabhan sir. Pavan bhai, it's not only about motivation, it's about transformation, helping the individuals unlock their full potential and take meaningful steps towards success. Now let us hear from the speakers on the stage on this important topic. First, I would like to call upon CMA H. Padmanabhan sir, the former vice president, former chairman of SIRC, to address.
Good evening. Yes, thank you very much. Very good evening. So, respected honorable chairman of Bengaluru chapter of Cost Accountants of India, my very good younger brother Avjit Jain Bhai, and today we have a fantastic resource person, Sridhar Jagannathan sir, and even before AI came, whenever some speaker come, we go to the Google and search. And we are very happy and thankful to you, sir, that you are coming here and blessing us on this occasion for this specific session. Like Avjit Bhai told, everybody were talking about AI, India Regional Council Chairman and team for choosing such a wonderful theme, which is the need of the hour. Even Government of India is also promoting or even requesting the professionals to help. That way, our Institute of Cost Accountants of India, under the leadership of President B.B. Nayak sir, Honorable Vice President Mai Anna, CMA TCA Srinivasa Prasad sir, and the entire council members here, they have formed an exclusive committee for artificial intelligence. And already government have requested and had deliberations. In fact, one person from the ministry is also part of that committee, along with Neeraj Joshi sir. Neeraj Joshi Bhai as chairman. The youngest council member, Rajendra Singh Bhati, is a part of that. Our Chittoda is part of that. Srinivasa Prasad sir, already a technical person, I should tell, in the council, is also part of that particular committee. The deliberations which they had with the government and the viewpoints, appreciating the Southern India Regional Council for this wonderful theme and regional cost convention. Our Neeraj Joshi sir has sent a small message, including his congratulations as chairman of AI, along with R.S. Bhati Bhai, Srinivasa Prasad sir, and Chittoda in that committee. What he has told, 7 points, sir, that is a time to learn basic mathematics and statistics when it comes to artificial intelligence. And the second point which he has given is artificial intelligence, machine learning, AML, is critical as it will aid decision making. It will be giving, it is like an aid. Then AI has a potential to replace base level analysis jobs, but not the higher end decision making purposes. Fourth is CMAs shall develop a research acumen so as to cope up with the challenges of AI. CMA has that role that our council has understood and taking it forward. The sixth point is, as I told, our council members have met the government, and the government is also looking at the professions like CMAs for their input on developing models or tools for audit by government agencies. And like a specific sector covered by our Hemendra sir and Ramaskanda sir, the team, government also wants the CMAs to help them, that is the government, to develop AI models that will help analysis data that they have specific expertise. Sectoral expertise is very, very crucial, like analysis of mining data, analysis of data of food companies, etc. Like he was suggesting about the manufacturing sector, education sector, like that and all. So this is with regard to that official communication of AI. But as your Papan Bhai, as the last speaker was very nicely putting it, you spoke very well, sir. In fact, I was thinking to tell in a different manner, but since you are a regular professional speaker, you put it very politely. What I was supposed to tell was, those who are sitting in this room, who are not listening to the speakers, playing in WhatsApp is also noted by AI. Some people sitting on the dais also by chance getting bored and sleeping is also noted by AI. So anything and everything, AI is very, very dangerous. And I don't like artificial intelligence. I don't like. As Papan Bhai, as professional, we have to go. Because according to like people like Papan Bhai, we always have only one theory. No regret for the past, no anxiety for the future, live the present and enjoy the present. But some 80 years back, he never knew that artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, this or that is going to come. That stalwart, youngest leader of a particular country, he told, change is the law of life. And those people who look into past or present are certain to miss the future. Those who look only the past or present, like Papan Bhai, are certain to lose the future. Can anybody tell who told this? Don't search Google, I will tell now. I am asking. I ask question for the answer which I know only I ask. It is our great John F. Kennedy, at that time the youngest president of United States of America. He died because he got assassinated in 1963. That means when he would have told, being the 35th president of the United States of America, when he would have told. At that time, he never thought about artificial intelligence or whatever it is. What he is telling is, if we want to survive in our professional thing, be ready and dream for the future or think about the future. There the AI comes. And I will be happy if Government of India accepting the analytical skill. Because CMA profession, many of our youngsters and elders always have a feeling that we are not that much popular. Many people don't know about our profession. Don't have any such negative feelings. Policemen, everybody knows, police. But raw, only when it requires people will remember the services of raw. And we CMAs are raw. And some other profession which is very popular, I will not degrade that profession. They can be termed under that whatever. So never ever have a feeling that we are CMA and we are proud CMA. That's it, and that is what very, very, very much important. And Sridhar Jagannath sir, my inspiration is my audience. My inspiration, I will tell you, is one among the many of the former president, including M. Gopalakrishnan sir. He came to Trivandrum for some official visit. He was here in the previous year. Sir is here? He has left, I think. He came to Trivandrum. At that time, the chairman of SIRC was our Ramaskanda sir was telling. In fact, Devarajulu Bhai gave me that shocking news. Of course, I know that he was not well. Brother Prabhakar was the chairman of SIRC when these people visited my place in Kerala in Trivandrum. And Government of Kerala immediately accepted our proposal, and they told that children need to be given something which is not too hard for them to understand. Therefore, we popularized a certificate in accounting technician course. And it was the first state in the country to accept the model, and none other than, even though he was not in the council from southern region or whatever it is, the eldest council member, the future president on July 22nd, 2025, Srinivasa Prasad sir travelled all the way to Kerala, and he presented before Ummanjandi sir, the Honorable Chief Minister, and K.M. Abraham sir and Shiv Shankar sir about our thoughts or thinking in his own style by way of a presentation. And I will tell you, not less than 20 to 25,000 children have cleared CAT course in Kerala state itself, and not less than 15,000 children are working in various places including Gulf countries. Even in Panchayat, hotel, school, municipality, corporation, everywhere, this CAT passed students are now utilized under this accounting area. They cannot be like a CMAs. They cannot pass that course for there some reason. But CAT course is so simple. Now some of the CAT students who have cleared are now helping certain people for GST return filing. And the youngest council member, R.S. Bhatibai, is the chairman of the CAT. Though it is called CAT, it is a lion, and he is taking care of that. And for Agnivir project also, you can see many times R.S. Bhatibai's post. Agnivir, this thing, when government was thinking that they can give this or that, only institute in the country who went to Rajnath Singh and explained to him. Raju Iyer sir was the president at that time. B.B. Goyal sir and Vijayendra Sharma, they went. Immediately government found it very nice, and once they finished that whatever Agnivir project, they will also become an accountant. It is not a threat for that, but some of the students, CAT students, have completed with all India rank in CMA main course. So they have taken that also very seriously. And the second National CAT Convention is going to happen in Andhra Pradesh, Nellore, under the leadership of R.S. Bhatibai and our Srinivasa Rao sir, Vice Chairman. It's very good that those youngsters are also encouraged. Why I am sharing all these things? Any course, anything we do, we study or whatever it is. And some of the suggestions given by our friends, even today in this hall, somebody still feeling that I am a council member came and fired me. What type of organizing you have done? He fired as a suggestion out of freedom. I asked what happened? Here only one screen is there. People in the last row, we are unable to listen and watch the presentation that is given. Then I told, are you sure? He said, yes. I thanked him. He said, why are you thanking? I told, next session is my address. If you are in the last row, you are lucky, you will not listen what I am going to talk. So be happy, like that I was telling. So anything, everything, if we take in that sense. But the organizers can take it as a suggestion in any place. When such a big hall is there, we can provide some TV or something like that. Tomorrow, AI can help in such type of this thing also, where people can see in the, like in movies, Mohanlal or somebody doing something is coming, Shah Rukh Khan doing like this and all. Those things might come. This mobile will go. So many things can happen. Artificial intelligence is good. When government has requested us, sir, when we are ready to do, and when our council colleagues are ready to support the government, in this forum, because it is live, I am telling Government of India, or any government for that matter, once audit of artificial intelligence also will come. At that time, remember practicing cost and management accountants, because they will be the best auditors for even artificial intelligence. At that time, don't tell that, no, artificial intelligence like IT definition, the income tax, we will ask some other. Give all the professionals who really matters, who update themselves, a chance. That will be the motivation. That will be the inspiration. That is what is required. Any new thing that comes, we definitely accept, like John F. Kennedy sir told, change is law of life. But whatever the youngsters, whatever you feel that today we know so many things more than you, Papan Bhai, this, that and all, if you tell, the next generation will tell you that we know uncle more than what you taught Papan grandfather. They will also tell, because things are going. Because all this internet and, if I ask a simple question, who is the inventor of internet? Including myself, none of us know. But we are using internet, right? We have to go to the Google and find out who is the actual inventor or founder of internet. I will not put the question and embarrass anyone there or this side, including myself. Even I don't know the answer. Somebody was asking in some this thing. But all these things were found in the previous century by elders. Only thing is, improvement in that is being done stage by step by youngsters. So elders means experience, and we should get inspired from elders, motivated from the elders, because elders is experience. Technical knowledge, whoever has, we have to respect. When Durga Prasad sir was the president, MGK sir started that Meet the Member Mentor program, and they wanted each region to present before the council that research and survey work. You know what I did? I was the chairman. I know that technically I am not that much sound. Therefore, I requested S.A. Murali Prasad sir, he is no more. Then B.R. Prabhakar sir, today he is no more. Then other important people, including our Ramasubramania Raja sir of Coimbatore, he is here. They all came and helped us. Raja sir, please get up. Give a very big hand to Ramasubramania Raja sir. They all helped us in presenting before the Government of India, and Government of India gave project to ICWA MRF because of Southern India Regional Council presentation to the ministry. That way, each and everywhere, we should only find out who is important, who is this. And last but not the least, always think good about you. Thereby, you will always see good in others. If you see good in others, naturally, others will call you as a good person. That is number one. Knowingly or unknowingly, respect elders. You will get their blessings for your life. And knowingly or unknowingly, shower your love and affection on youngsters. Because today in this hall, one Mayank Kotari Bhai, I don't know whether he is here, a person from Rajasthan, he told, sir, you are my hero. You are the one who helped us to come out of the COVID time by your presence through YouTube channel deliberations. I forgot what I did, but when somebody tells that, today I also got little bit more energy that I am getting some good this thing from youngsters. This is life. This is only life. Other than that, artificial intelligence is very good for health, but it is not for Papan Bhai, because I cannot be artificial in any forum. I will be natural as that's all. That only, tomorrow you will remember only this original Papan Bhai. Because Nageswara Rao sir, I got inspired by you when he was chairman and GNV sir was president. He wanted to bring a green revolution in our institute. First this thing to bring that green this thing. I got inspired from him. What happened? Madam was requesting you to come and give memento to somebody. I called. Sir just went to washroom, I think. Then she called another name. That person also has accompanied you, maybe. Then I told you, call Dr. A to Z Murthy sir. Then somebody asked, why you are telling it? No, he is here, na. So then madam was, she has come. Then madam was calling for next person, R.S. Bhati Bhai, somebody else. Then I thought I should help her. Because had she had the tool of AI in her hand, he would have known Papan Bhai has come, Nageswara Rao sir has gone. Easily. So please believe in what is fact. Whatever other things are all artificial only. Because we tell, na, ye sab artificial color hai, this thing. We like natural food, not artificial this thing. These are all for part of this inspiration talk. I have told something, but please understand one thing. Whatever I have told, please take it as joke. I will never tell. whatever I have told, please take it seriously only. Okay, then only you will enjoy your life. Also remember, that leader, John F. Kennedy, who told 80 plus years back, and that is actually happening in our present world. And very important thing, we all are lucky. We all are lucky that all of us sitting here have enjoyed the Silver Jubilee celebration. How? Because 2025 is the first Silver Jubilee year of this century. So I will be very happy to wish you all Platinum Jubilee wishes through WhatsApp or this thing. That means at that time I will be 97 or 107. So I am selfish, na? I want to live and see that you are living, and I will wish you a happy new year. So wish you all the best, and we will be very happy to listen to our stalwart and IIT person from Chennai, Sridhar Jagannath sir. I have taken your extra time, sir. Actually, when mic comes now, it is my weakness. Whatever I want to talk, I will address and go. That is the issue. But still, having told me that 5:15 is your program, Papan Bhai, and I rushed to the venue at 5:10, then asking me to come at 6:30, I have every right to take extra 5 minutes. Na? That only I took. So thank you very much, Abhijit Bhai. Thank you. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
So I was also in a hurry to listen to Pavan Bhai as well as our resource person, and my natural intelligence actually forgot me to invite both of them or welcome both of them with the sapling. So I would like to call upon Gurudat to welcome our resource person with a sapling, please.
Mr. Gold Blown, Mr. Memory Phone, my telephone drone, my beat tone. Are you ready? Stirring and crazy, breaking the levee, sampling it heavy. FM radio phone, Mr. Luke go long, record comes on, beat goes long. Are you ready? Moving all crazy, breaking my levee.
You can hold it, yeah.
It is for madam. Oh, give a very big hand. I have to travel now. She will have it here. It will grow very nice.
That's the now it's time for the actual inspirational talk by Sridhar Ranganathan sir, who is the co-founder of Jokes Apart, co-founder of Helixon and director of Pristine Concepts, IIT Madras Research Park, Chennai.
Okay.
Let's hear from you, sir.
All the way from Chennai, and you're a chief guest and a good speaker. You can take as much time as you want, and we will leave in 10 minutes, he said actually. If you all are wondering in a CMA conference why somebody like me, I'm sure many of you can understand Tamil here, and this is the challenge that when we have somebody from Bengaluru being the chairperson or the chief of South Region Council. Apparently I hear that there is one person in the South Region Council office who has been there for a long period of time, who coordinates very well. I don't remember his name, I met him some time back. And whenever somebody from Bangalore interacts with a person in Tamil Nadu, they generally tend to speak using English and Tamil words together, right? So for example, call a strong person, they'll say, or stronga nala good. I'm sure you'll understand that, right? ஒரு வெயிட்டான ஆளை கூப்பிட்டா வெயிட்டான ஆளை கூப்பிட்டு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு apparently Mr. Vishwanath Bhatt was telling that person, get a wise person. So when it got translated, he said, ஒரு வயசான ஆளை கூட்டினுவான்னு. So if you're expecting a wise person and instead of that a vayasana has come, it's because of the communication gap that they had, and that's how it is. And during my education on communication, somebody taught me saying that the first slide has to be really attention grabbing with some colors in it. correct? And then I put, did you know, half of that is not visible. Maybe you can check that out. So did you know, and that is very thought provoking, and some colors I have put so that you will remember the colors very well. But I want you to ask one question. Don't look at Google now, because Google only I also picked it up. Do you know which is the longest applause? And with a decibel of 88.5 or so. I'm sure, this is not of any relevance here. Maybe I'll visit it towards the end of my presentation. I'm not asking you to go and break that Guinness record today, because you're already late by 1.5 hours, and if you're going to clap for 3 hours and 17 minutes, the liquor and all will go away. So that's not my intention as such. Sorry? It's not practically possible. He says it's not possible. So that's just as an information. There are certain things in life, for no problem, let it be there the way it is. I can use whatever I'm going to tell you. Now, there are certain things in life where we do it by force. For example, the exams that I took in my life were all by force. I was probably the first person to do a distance education in a regular school. Education was always at a distance for me. I loved science, science never loved me. And during my 10th examination, I scored 53 out of 100 in science, and my mom always, whenever I went for an examination, she always wanted me to touch 100. I did, but after that I took 1 or 2 tablets of crocin and I came back to normal. That is how it was. So after I took scored 53 in science, in 11th and 12th standard, my mom put me into as many tuitions as possible. Morning tuition, afternoon tuition, evening tuition, before food tuition, after food tuition. So tuition continuously. And finally in my 12th standard, I scored 94 in my science subjects. But that was for 200. I normally take the applause and then give this result, because I don't want people to actually lose that applause actually. So, but science never loved me. But we are forced to take this exam, right? These are not exams by choice. But there are a few exams or few courses that we take by choice, knowing very well that these are going to be competitive, these are going to be very difficult, and a very few people actually will clear it. And I'm sure the CMA exam or the ICWA that it was called earlier is one of those exams which are taken by choice and not by force. And that is why I feel very clearly that many inspiration talks, the speaker inspires the audience. But this is one rare occasion where I feel the speaker is inspired by the people sitting here. Right? And because you people are people who actually have not, boss, can you just put whatever is there? I will manage. I want to stand between their lunch and session and dinner now. Because I don't know what I have to speak if I don't have that. That is my problem actually. Yeah, Aki, parvailla. Don't worry. CMA exam difficulty. Because normally after the 12th standard is over, people say, okay, why don't you go and join CMA? I'm very happy that I did not join CMA, because I would have only joined and I would have never completed it, and that was for sure. I know the difficulty of that exam now. And I found that as of August 2024, there are 98,500 cost and management accountants in the country, and that makes it very rare on a population of 1.5 billion in this country. I think you people are very rare, with less than 0.007% of the population. That actually deserves a bigger round of applause, but still okay. You are very tired. Maybe towards the end we will try something better. Because you people are very rare, and that's very important. And that is why I'm very proud that I am standing in front of a group of people who belong to ICMI. And what is very interesting is this particular fraternity not just reflects the power of I, but also reflects the power of AI in this. And maybe the CM could be change management, and how do I move from the I to the A, how do I embrace all this, could be very different. But I feel this auditorium already has people who has a great combination of I and AI. It is not I versus AI, or it is not I instead of A or A instead of I. It is I and AI that is there, and hence I am very, very honored and privileged. And somebody, he was telling that, artificial intelligence will actually look at people and see how you are, whether you are sleeping, listening, and all that. Apparently, I found out when I was looking at artificial intelligence usage, this is to find out the impact of a school teacher. Apparently, there's a camera which keeps watching the students and finds out whether their expressions are neutral, sad, happy, and all that. And based on that, the teacher's evaluation is done. Right, and these children will respond naturally, and there is nothing which you can actually go and, fake it. And in colleges also it is used, and you will find more happy students here. Maybe they are faking it, children can't do it, and that is how it is. But I am expecting, towards the end of my session, people sitting here, right, should actually have happy, something like this. And that would make Mr. Vishwanath Bhatt happy, so very happy. And now, I'm going to take this session something very light to just drive home one point towards the end. I thought you should use AI to find out what are the 5 things people do on a Friday evening at 6 p.m. So I already knew that the session is not going to be starting at 5:10, that's why I put 6 p.m. and that also got overshot, and it's 6:45 or something now. And what do? So we go to AI and find out, right, and chat GPT, and in fact I used the recent one now, which is called the deep. That also I found it and took the best result out of it. I used my intelligence to do it actually. And it said, go out for dinner or drinks, relax at home, socialize or attend events, engage in hobbies, and plan for the weekend. These are the 5 things. I found it very generic. Then I thought I should ask saying that what do people do at 6 p.m., 5 things people do at 6 p.m. in India, correct? Then it said dinner or outings, again watch a movie, shopping and mall visit, late night drives or chai session, office team outings or unwinding at home. This was also a little more generic. Then I thought I should ask what do people do at 6 p.m. in Bengaluru, correct? So it gave some 5 interesting things. Brilliant. So it said hit the pubs and breweries. Get stuck in traffic, unfortunately. Friday evening traffic in Bengaluru is legendary, with people making their way to weekend getaways, malls or home. And I experienced it really experientially, because from this ITC hotel to come here, I took almost 1.5 hours. I told the taxi fellow, let's just get on and walk. He was not letting me go. I understood the challenge what people have, catch a movie or explore food joints, weekend getaways and unwind at home or in gated communities. So when there are so many options, and AI generally captures what majority of the people do, right? And when majority of the people can do something at 6 o'clock, to see a group of people who's a great combination of I and AI sitting here to listen to somebody like me, I feel I'm greatly honored, privileged, and really blessed. Now, I want to forget AI because you've listened about AI and the whole thing is going to be on the I of a person. As I told you, my education was not great and I had a very mediocre thing, and at some point of time, I decided to write a book on myself because nobody else will write on me. If I decide to write and dedicate one chapter to every passing year of my life, the first 20 years will probably have minor scribblings here and there, or it will be blank pages only. And my career started as a medical representative. Oh, it became blank. Yeah. So I shielded upon Praveen Shetty or the people who own this company, and they brought fire in me by extinguishing fire. And then I went into Ranbaxy as a medical rep. I had very fast growth in that company between 91 and 98. And then I had a meteoric rise in a company called Allergan, which was a US-based multinational. Joined as zonal manager, marketing manager, director sales and marketing. And I was handling the India business, the managing director. And finally, I was handling the international business as associate vice president based out of Marlow in UK. And then ever since I've been part of Healthcare Technology Innovation Center, IIT Madras. And then I am also a steering committee member in the Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology. And then I found a company called Jokes Apart. Of course, I have a few other roles. I'm on the board of 4 companies, independent director in Unimec Aerospace Equipments, which recently went IPO a few weeks back, and on the board of 2 educational institutions as well. So there is reason for me to put this. Thank you for that. With whatever educational qualification I had, with whatever professional qualifications I had, that has not brought me where I have, or probably that has not given me the stage that I have got today. I tried something little different. I went beyond the core, and that is where the I that I'm going to talk about really makes a phenomenal meaning or an impact in life. All of you, I think when it comes to subject matter expert, I don't think I can even talk the first syllable, not even alphabet, first syllable of what you people do. I have no idea about what you are doing. But I think when it comes to building the personality, the identity comes from the personality that you have. And it helped me build the steps that I took, the initiatives that I took beyond the core helped me build that personality. Do you know what is the difference between person and personality? Anybody here? Yeah, please, sir. Personality is attitude. Person is what as an individual is. I'm sure this example will help you relate very well. If you take Mahabharata, the 5 Pandavas, right? Yudhishthira, Bhim, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva. If you ask as a person, each one of them is a good person, right? You call all the 5 people as good person. But out of this 5, who do you call as a good personality? Arjun, to some extent maybe Bhim and Yudhishthira, but this Nakula, Sahadeva never feature in good personality at all. Poor chaps, I don't know why, right? But why? Why is it so? While they are good as person, why is that they are not good personality and we call only Arjun as a good personality? Not exposed, right? So if I have to put it simply, person is an intrinsic quality. Personality is what impact that you make on the world outside. How the world sees you is what is called as personality. And what you have intrinsic is person. So it's not enough to be a good person. You have to go beyond and create yourself as a good personality. And a very simple example, a couple of them which I can give you. I'm sure both these are phones, right? And the first one is some 3,800 rupees. And these two are 1.5 lakhs or 1.6 lakhs as of yesterday. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference in this? Why is this is 3,800 and that one is 1.6 lakhs? And the most beautiful thing in this is, without a SIM card, both of them don't have any value. You're not going to carry an iPhone 16 Pro Max or whatever it is without a SIM card in that just to take pictures. You don't do that. A SIM card is important. A eSIM is very important even if you don't have a physical SIM card. And with a SIM card, and if the objective is to make a phone call and connect, that phone is good enough. 3,800 rupees. But there are certain things which are there in this phone which is making it cost 1.4 lakhs or 1.5 lakhs. So ideally, it's not just the functionality which is important. It is granted, taken. It has to have that functionality. But what gets paid, what gets recognized is the features which are very, very important for us. So while all of you, probably functionality-wise, are phenomenal, how do you enhance your features? How do you actually push yourself to do something very different? Thereby your personality becomes phenomenal. And the world can get accepted. And the world can accept it rather. And one classical example, one more which I want to tell you is, when you get into an Emirates business class or first class, they'll come and give you a card which says the food today is actually made by one of the best chef in the world, gourmet dinner, all that, right? And then it will also tell you the wine is tasted by one of the best wine taster in the world and all that. I always wonder, why is that they have not given any information about the pilot? Right? Ideally, the pilot information should be there, whether he passed 10th standard or not, whether he actually has enough hours of flight and all that is what is important. Whether he gives tair sadam to me or a gourmet lunch, how does it matter to me? But that information is provided and we don't get any information. For the pilot, it is actually granted, it's taken for granted. And it's true. For a pilot, it doesn't matter where the passenger sits, right? Whether you are in the business class, economy class or the first class, his job is to take everybody by the same time and put them in the same destination that he is supposed to put. But why is that always the information about pilot is not given, but everything else is given? Because the money that is paid extra between the seat, which is probably 15A and 14A, is almost 4 lakhs. And for that gourmet lunch, and for the wine, and for the car that they send home, and if you put your money and do it, it may not cost you more than a few thousand. So we are always paid for more than the functionality in our life, and that identity of I is extremely important, is what I feel. It's implicit versus explicit. So I want to tell you that I embraced something called Toastmasters. I'm sure you would have heard of this fraternity called Toastmasters. And I just did only one thing for the last 18 to 19 years, ever since 2005 October when I joined this fraternity. I went and attended all possible contests. All possible contests. 2006 onwards, if you see club, area, division and district level, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, sometimes I participate and you know, people will eliminate me and all that. But I kept on doing it. And the first ever time when I went in 2006, I got disqualified at the district final. I got disqualified, which means if I don't speak for more than 4 minutes, I will get disqualified. I had a speech which was almost 700 words, very well mentored, but when I went up on stage, because I had to ramble something, I finished my speech in 3.5 minutes and hence I got disqualified. I was wondering, why should I put myself into something like this? I experientially realized public speaking is the world's greatest fear. I think it's been proven by research, right, that it's the world's greatest fear. I experienced it. But towards 2012 in Colombo, when I actually became the first runner-up for the first ever time at the district level, when I went to the global level, I realized public speaking is the world's greatest pleasure. It isn't moving from experiencing it to be the world's greatest fear to become the world's greatest pleasure, becomes metamorphosis. And that helped me a lot. And every speech that I do in my organization today is 5 to 7 minutes. And people wait to listen to me. And that's how I have actually transformed myself in my communication, even the organization itself. And then humorous speech. I mean, again, look at somebody like me giving a humorous speech, right? My wife tells me, how do people laugh when you speak? And she tells me, correct? And that's how it is. She cannot understand the value. But my mentor told me, you having a grumpy face is a blessing for humorous speech. So you go and tell humor and you don't smile, others will smile, others will laugh at it. I tried laughing, but this much only I can laugh. What can I do, you tell me? And that is how it is. Because I want to close in the next few minutes. Whatever I do now, whether it is the role that I have as a go-to-market consultant or the role that I have in Department of Biotechnology. You know, in Department of Biotechnology, there are 17 people in the steering committee. 14 people are academicians, the ex-dean of IIT, Bombay, professor of Jawaharlal University and all that. And there are 2 people from Skill Development Council, and the only one from the industry. And when I asked the secretary, saying that, why did you pick me up? He said, somewhere I saw you, your communication was very good. You were able to articulate it so well, and I want somebody who can actually look at translational research, whatever research is happening in the lab, how can it be translated into reality? And for that, communication is important. So that's why I told you that the role that I have is not out of the core that I had. While that is functionality, it is important. Without the industry experience, they wouldn't have taken me. But what actually got me this job or this position was my communication, my ability to put things in the simplest manner And that attracted them for me to taking them. And mind you, first ever time I ventured into an entrepreneurial journey, starting a company called Jokes Apart. Right? And our tagline is, we are serious. And we teach people today. We take leaders, entrepreneurs, professionals like doctors, chartered accountants, and all these people. We have more than 20 people whom we coach now to tell them how can they be creative and witty in making people embrace better relationship and connect better with audience, whether it's with people or with their customers or with anybody. And that is the most important thing. So that's one thing which I wanted to share here. Now, how much time do I give? I'm sure that question will always be asked, saying that, okay, if I have to focus on this, I'm very busy. How is it possible for me to give time? I tell people saying that 5% time. Because in many cases, even if you think that extracurricular or the other thing is 20% important to you, just look at 5% of your time in your life. But moment I say 5%, people will say, yeah, 5% is just not difficult, I will do that. But mind you, 5% in one day is 1.2 hours a day. In a week is 8.4 hours a week, 1.5 days a month and 18 days a year. I'm telling you, if you are able to just give 1.2 hours a day or 1.5 days a month to something beyond your core, it could be anything. It could be painting, it could be something, it could be Rotary, it could be anything that you like. But do actively. There's no passive. Okay, I'm also a member is not the case. If you're able to do actively, the I will become extremely powerful. The I will give you that identity. And that can take you places beyond what you can even imagine. And that will make you an inspiration as well. I'm not saying I am an inspiration, but here is a person whom I'm going to talk about. It's easy for you to find out. Somebody who was born on the 15th of October 1931, St. Joseph's College, Madras Institute of Technology, Aerospace Engineering, DRDO, Indian Space Research Organization, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Bharat Ratna, Veer Savarkar Award. Do you know who this is? Yeah, and he became the president at the age of 71 on 25th July 2002, the president of India. Now, invariably, wherever I ask a question saying that, in your mind, who's the best president of the country, this man's name comes up, right? Mind you, he became the president in 2002 and quit office in 2007. 18 years later, and he died in 2015, 10 years after he even died, even today, people call him the best president of the country. Correct? And in his own words, he was not a politician. He never had a political background. In his own words, he never had a great leadership quality that he was talking about. It is not that he brought in phenomenal political revolution when he was the president. He was just there for 5 years and he could do whatever he did. Right? And in his own words, you will not find him to be the person with the greatest of accent or greatest of vocabulary for communication and all that. And there are many other people who came in after that are equally qualified or as actually popular people. But why is that? So many years. I'm sure 10 years later also, if you ask who was the best president, and his name will always come in because he inspired. Right? And he did not go and teach people as to how to conduct politics. He did not talk about political situation in the country. He just touched people's lives. To me, that's beyond the core. That's beyond the call of duty that he did, and we were able to do it. So friends, all what you people are today, you are an inspiration already. You have your identity already. And if you are able to take these rare ones that you have in your mind, in you, because the CMAs are not common. You are one of the less than 0.1% of people in this world, 0.007% to be precise. You are rare and you have that identity. And if you are able to embrace something beyond what you are doing, if you go beyond the functionality, embrace something into the features that you can. If you can develop from that person, good person that you are, to become a good personality, I'm sure you will actually end up celebrating every single day. Now I come back to the first slide that I started with. How do we celebrate a rare group of people like this, who actually not only are the rarest of people, but also took time to be sitting here to listen to somebody like me when the entire city is working on doing something else at 6 p.m. in Bangalore city, right? How do you celebrate? I'm sure I will actually be talking about the longest applause. But wait for a minute. Just wait. This is not possible, I know. 3 hours, 16 minutes is not possible. But for being the ICMI people you are, and for having that quality in you to be sitting at 6 o'clock to listen to somebody, I think the decibel that you should actually be clapping should be more than 88.5 for yourself. This is 55. You know how much is 88.5? The ceiling should come down. And let's go for another 15 seconds. For all what you have, you are the greatest one in this country. You are less than 0.007% of this country. And you have that quality to have that identity and be that inspiration. And the power of I will always outshine even the brightest AI. That is what I always feel. I'm sure you spoke enough of AI, but what you are as an I, if you have that identity, and if you become that inspiration to this world, any AI will surrender to you. And I always feel that there is no gain without AI, but there is no life without I. And who better than you people have the combination of I and AI? It's part of ICMA. Thank you so much.
That has to grow and not about I, think about individual. Today we welcome a completely different perspective of why. That is with the identity and the inspiration. Fantastic.
Go long.
Excited about what is the difference about person and personality. How
Goes
people are
long.
very important.
As I'm reading your phone.
And
Go
how that
long.
makes a real impact on the activity of
Goes long.
the public speaking was also how to make the
It's the memory phone.
identity
My telephone
more
drone.
valuable.
My vocal tone. Are you ready? Stir and crazy. Breaking the levee. Something heavy. As I'm reading your phone. You go long. Record comes on. Beat beats long. Are you ready?
Thank you, sir. Now, if I may call upon CMA Rajshekhar, sir, Hosur Chapter Chairman, to present a memento to our resource person of the day, Shri Sridhar Ranganathan, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
May I now call upon CMA Devashish Ghosh, sir, to present a memento to our Paban Bhai.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paban Bhai, for coming so long.
I will put this, so I will encourage, motivate them to see that Papan Bhai also get a great, many thanks to you. Entire session, people were worried after 5:30, we have that program, wonderful music, our stalwart has already arrived. But then nobody felt some uneasiness in the chair. In fact, some people who are outside also started coming inside.
Nice.
Thank you very much. And great thing you have told for our Naveen Bhai, Navani Jain Bhai, Murthy sir and team, Chitoda, RS Bhatir, Council Umbat, our Vice President, Future President from July 22, 2025. Now Government of India cannot ignore ICMAI for artificial intelligence audit because only 2 institutes is having AI in their acronym. So we have to make Nirmala Sitharaman and team understand the importance of, you should tell, Sridhar sir has already announced in Bengaluru conference. Thank you very much, sir. Once again, a big applause for him. And Abhijit Bhai, you have